Hi everyone, this is Smriti. Welcome to QA automation classes. In the last session, we have seen how to move the common steps to a section called as the background and how to pass the data inline. Okay. So, but today we'll look into another interesting concept that is known as the tags. Okay. So, how exactly you can tag the scenarios or scenario outline inside a feature, and even we can tag the feature also. Okay, so we'll be seeing different variation to that one. Okay, so how exactly we can tag with the some name, and then how can we run those specific tags from the Cucumber runner. Okay, this is not a ideal case like where you go to the Cucumber runner and keep updating those tags to run that particular set of the scenario or scenario outline. That will be doing from the Maven command line argument when we are going to learn that chapter. Okay, so today, so let's get it started. Okay, so if you go to your IntelliJ, right? So if you see till now I do not have any tags at all. Okay, so I do not have any tags at all. And if I go to the my runner also, where is the Cucumber runner? Okay, so if I go to my runner, here we have not given anything for the tags. Okay, access fine, perfect. So now let's go to our, I can do one thing, I can get rid of these things. Only feature file, we need the feature, and this one runner. Okay, so okay, so Cucumber runner, and just open the feature file. Okay, so let's do one thing. See here what I am going to do. So I will show you all the concept with the by copying this one scenario. Okay, get call, because this is a sequence of the call, right? So if I do the get call, n number of times I can do, right? So if I, the moment I go here, right, post call and new id is created 30, I have to mandatorily do this delete. Otherwise what will happen, next time if I going to execute with that 30, it will find already the resources present, or it will create a duplicate, right? We have seen duplicate resources are getting created. Okay, duplicate objects are getting created. So I don't want to have that. So what I'll do, I'll just copy the first one because this is a safe one, right? It doesn't change anything. So I'll just copy this one, and I will have the multiple scenarios like this. Others we can comment it out, but in real time you can have the multiple scenarios, right? And you can put the comment there. You can put the mark the independent scenarios with the what with the different tags, and you can run them. Okay, so let me copy this one. Okay, so let's say like this. Okay, okay, let me put multiples like this. 3, let's say this is 4. Okay, so let's say this is 5 or something. Okay, so now I have 5 scenarios, basically the same scenario. Okay, so scenario outline, verify the get method call returns the proper response code and data in the JSON format. Okay, so so here if you see, this is the scenario outline. This is the same scenario outline. I have copied it 5 times. Okay, so now others are commented out, so these 5 are going to get executed. Okay, so I can do one thing, verify the get method call returns proper response code and data in JSON format. Okay, so let's say, okay, this is the first one, get method call. Okay, verify the get method call. Let's update this one. Okay, and response. Okay, and response. Okay, this is, I'll say this is 1, this is 2. Let's copy this one. Let's say this is 3. Let's say this is 4. Let's say this is 5. Okay, so now I have 5 scenarios. Okay, consider these are independent and different scenarios that we have come up with our for our feature file. Okay, and I have all these 5 scenarios, and I am going to tag it. Okay, or I am going to tag them. So what exactly is the tag? Tag means we will say, okay, so this particular scenario belongs to this category of the test case. Okay, or the test script. So basically what happens in the real time, we usually annotate the scenario or scenario outline with the different types of the test script, whether it is a smoke test script, whether it is a functional, whether it is a regression, right? Or in UI sometimes we do end to end, that also we mark as end to end, right? So we'll say, so let's say this basic, the first one. Okay, so this uses a at the rate get. Okay, so why I'm saying at the rate, to tag you can use the symbol at the rate, and then whatever you say that is nothing but the name of the tag. So now when I say run me the all the get tag, right, all the get tag related scenario or scenario outline, if I pass this into the runner, it is going to execute this particular scenario. Okay, so you can give any name. So as I was saying, so let's say it is a smoke test. Okay, so at the rate smoke I'm saying. Okay, and I can do one thing. Let's say this is smoke, let's say this is second one, sorry, at the rate smoke, and here this scenario will say at the rate smoke, and you can say regression. Okay, and here I can say at the rate smoke. Okay, and at the rate regression. We can annotate, not annotate, we can put the multiple tags also, particular scenario or the scenario outline. Here I'm putting smoke and regression. Okay, and here I'll not put anything. We'll go here with some positive and negative case for the example. Okay, and then that will do here. Okay, so smoke regression, and what else, regression smoke. Okay, so now I just distributed like this. Okay, and we'll keep one empty. Okay, so we'll keep one empty, right, so that we'll see in which case that empty scenario outline or scenario is getting picked up. And here we'll have the tagged example. Okay, so here I'll say at the rate positive or something example, and I'll say one more with negative. Okay, I can do this also positive. Okay, so let's see. So this is tag without anything. Okay, fine. So now, and scenario outline examples. Okay, so let's first try with the cucumber runner. So glue. Okay, so let's specify the tag. Okay, so I'm saying, okay, so I'm saying here, let's say, so tags equals to, within the double quotes say at the rate sum. Okay, so what I'm doing here, I'm telling, okay, so go to the feature file. Okay, this is our feature in the feature files. Okay, and under that directory, that means we are giving out till the directory, so we have one feature, so it will go and identify all the smoke related scenario or scenario outline and try to execute them. Let's say there are multiple features like this, so it will go and identify all the smoke related tags from all the feature files. Okay, so now let's see here. If you see, this is annotated with smoke, so this is gonna run, this is gonna get skipped. Okay, and this is smoke and regression both, so this is going to get picked, these two are going to get picked. Okay, so let's run and see what happens here. I'm expecting the first to get first and third to be get picked. Okay, see, two are there, so this is first and this is third. Okay, so these two are getting picked up and these two are getting executed. Okay, absolutely there is no error and everything is working fine. Okay, basically it's the same thing it is doing. Okay, just I'm showing the use of the tags. Okay, so that's how you run a specific tag smoke. Okay, so I'm if I want to run a particular tag, I'll say smoke. Similarly, if I want to run regression, okay, so I can say regression. So let's go here and see. I think this is going to get executed and this is going to get executed. 2 and 3 are going to get executed. So let's run this and let's see if 2 and 3 are getting picked up or not. Yes, 2 and 3 both are getting picked up. Okay, so intention is not to go through the flow, right, to go through the console output. The intention is to see what are getting picked up. Okay, what are scenario or scenario outlines that are getting picked up. So now we saw individually how to run the particular tags. Okay, so now there is a you can go with the and or conditions. Okay, so let's understand this one. So let's say I want to execute the test that is annotated with smoke as well as the regression. So for that you will say at the rate smoke. Okay, smoke and at the rate regression. So if you say like this, so that means any scenario or scenario outline that has both of these tags, then only that is going to get executed. So both we have one, right? So one we have both smoke and at the rate regression, so this is going to get executed. So let's run this one and see. One should get picked up, the three. Okay, so if you see, okay, the 3 is getting picked up and that is getting executed perfectly. All right, so similarly we can have the or condition. So what exactly is this or condition? So either smoke or regression, anything is fine. So if you see, so either smoke is this one is satisfied, so this one first is going to get picked up, second one is also getting satisfied because that is regression, this is smoke, this is regression, and third one is also is both smoke and regression, right? So this is also satisfied. So let's see. See, one, two, three, everything, all three of them got picked up and they got executed. Okay. So this is how, if you see, this is how the execution happened. Okay. So fine. So we understood how to individually run the tags and then how to use the combination and or. Okay. So similarly, there is a condition for the not. Okay. So let's say, I'll say, okay. So I'll say not at the rate regression. So not at the rate regression means, so this one, the first one, definitely smoke. Okay, this is regression, so this will be skipped. So this is both smoke and regression, at least regression is there, so this also gets skipped. So this, we don't have any tags here, we have tags at scenario level, we have the tags at the example level, so this will get picked up. And this one also doesn't have any tags, so this is gonna get picked up. Okay, so let's try to run and see what happens. Not regression, so 2 will be filtered out and rest 3 will be executed. Let's see. uh, oh yeah, here it is 2 times, right? Okay, fine. Okay, so if you see, so verify the get method, the first one is getting picked up, and then this is fourth one, right? Fourth one with 2 times it is getting executed, one time with the positive value, another time with negative value. I believe I, for negative also, I gave the same. We should make it 201 or something. It should fail, the negative one should fail. Okay guys. Okay, and this one, so scenario 5. Okay, so this is 5, 4 and 1. So 1, 4, 5, let's go and run through it one more time. 1, 4 and 5, not regression, correct. 1 is correct, 2 1 3 and not correct because they have tag at the red regression. Okay, so then 4th and 5th. Okay, so let me rerun it so that the second time it should fail actually for this one, because I'm saying 201, right? Okay, awesome. Okay, so this is, yeah, 201 in response code, perfect. Okay, so this is what we're expecting, fine. So now this is the not case. Okay, and with respect to not also, you can put and or condition. So not at the rate regression, and you can say and you can say not at the rate smoke. Okay, so not at the rate smoke. So if I do this one, not at the rate regression and not at the rate smoke, and if I save this one and then I execute this one, then I would see that both of them are going to get excluded. Okay, so whatever is annotated with regression and the smoke, both will get excluded and others are going to get executed. So now here only scenario 4 and 5, those are not been annotated with smoke and regression, so both got picked up and got executed. Okay, perfectly all right. So I can yeah, let's see this positive and negative. Let's say cucumber runner. So this is also done at the rate. Okay, let's say positive. Let's see. Let's run and see which one is getting picked. That fourth first one should get picked up, right? See, the fourth scenario, the first one got picked up where we have the positive example. So this is nothing but called as the tagged example, right? For these examples, okay, I'm giving the positive annotation and you want to run that one only. Okay, maybe you have multiple set of the data and you want to run a subset of the data depending upon some condition. I'm saying, okay, this is a positive scenario where I'm expecting a 200. So you go and execute this positive one. Suppose I want to execute the negative one, I can go and update the cucumber runner and say negative. Okay, so now if I run, it will run for the second one, right? So your hash one, you will say hash two. Okay, the second set of the data, it should run with that one. Okay, and it should fail, right? This is the our test case. Okay, where it should fail. So that's how you will put the tags to the examples also. Those are nothing but the tagged examples. Okay, and there are few constraints. Okay, where you cannot put the tags. Okay, the tags can only be you cannot possibly put the tags for a background. Okay, before background you cannot put a tag. Okay, that is for sure. And these steps, given, when, then, and before that you cannot put a tag. Okay, either you need to put a tag for the scenario or scenario outline or feature. Okay, so we can directly put this one. Okay, so let's tag the feature. Okay, I'll say at the rate, E to E, let's say E to E. Okay, that means end to end. Okay, so if I run this end to E, end to end, the entire feature is going to get executed. Okay, so I can do one thing here, regression smoke. I'll say this is my at the red gate. Let's enable others also. So at the red gate. Okay, these are, let them be. I will do one thing. Okay, so let's go there. Uncomment. Okay, awesome. And let's give the tag to every one of them. Okay, so this is nothing but give. This is post, right? So let's say at the red post. Okay, and here I'll say at the red put, and here I'll say at the red patch. Okay, and here at the red delete. So you can give this also, right? You can, if you want to run only delete, but before that make sure the subject is available. Okay, if you are going to delete, there is, it is written in the sequential manner, so that's why now I want to run all of them, so that's why I'm enabling all of them uncommented and just putting at with their operation. Okay, whatever the http methods we are going to use, I'm just annotating or the tagging them with that. Okay, so and here if you see, I'm tagging the entire feature with end to end. Okay, and let's go here and say at the rate e to e. Okay, let's see, save it, try to run it. Awesome. Okay, so let's say everything should get executed, so 5 from there. Okay, and then remaining, see, everything is getting picked up here. Okay, so if you see, the this is the part one, get one, get two, get three, four, two times, because there are examples, one positive, one negative, and fifth. Okay, fifth is without any annotations. Okay, and then post method, it created the data 30 object 30, and then put method, it has updated the author QA automation classes smoothie and rest assured framework designing. And then through the patch method, the author is again updated to smoothie engine, and then through the delete method, the object is deleted. Okay, awesome. So if you see, everything is working perfectly all right. Okay, but while developing you can make this. Okay, so suppose you want to give something, some test cases or test script with some tag and want to run them, that is perfectly all right. But now consider or think about a scenario where your code base is ready and you are already put that into the, or checked it into the remote repository, your GitLab or GitHub or Bitbucket, whatever you are using, source code management tool, though your code is present in your SCM. And now you have few jobs that you have scheduled out of it through the Jenkins or through any of the scheduler, whatever you have, right? So now how exactly, suppose I want to schedule a job for the smoke test suite, right? So I want to execute my smoke test suite when a new build is triggered. Okay, so I am going to do that. Okay, so how to do that? So you cannot go possibly go and update these tags in the runner file, right? So for that one we have to override it, right? So we have to override it from the maven command line argument, right? So you want to run a comprehensive suite of the complete functional test cases, right? So similarly, what I told you, usually we'll mark it smoke, regression, and functional, right? Three things will divide. And if you want to run everything, so we'll usually mark feature with the end to end. Okay, and then this is how we do in the real time. Okay, so and if I want to segregate into the jobs, I'll create a job one for the smoke test, and one job for the all the regression test scripts or scenario, and one job for the functional. Okay, so like that I will create the jobs, multiple jobs. Okay, so that will be seeing when we move to that maven command line, how to override these things from the maven command line. Okay, so yeah, that's all to this class, guys. If you guys are really enjoying these sessions, I'll request you to subscribe to my channel, and then please share this with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get benefited out of it. And please do subscribe to my channel. It's free for you, but it motivates me to come up with more new content. Okay, and yeah, if you have any question, put them in the comment section. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Let me quickly commit. Okay, I think this is perfect. So go to Git and see implement text. Okay, fine. So that's all to this class, guys. Stay tuned to QA automation classes. Thank you. Bye bye.